Hello, good evening. It's about 7 o'clock, which is just about the only time of day that you can reasonably sit outside without being completely drenched from sweat. It has been so hot here this week, as I think it has most places. Also, my neighbors are mowing their lawn right now, so I hope that this is helping. Anyway, I've got a little mic recently, and I have her on my little dagger that I bought at the Ren Fair. But anyway, I miss doing little vlog type videos. And I have a 4-day weekend, actually. It's Wednesday evening right now. And I don't work until Monday, and so I just sort of wanted to share with you guys what I've been up to, and then share with you what I will be doing this weekend, and just sort of spend the weekend with you guys. And I wanted to do it outside because it might be the only time that you get to see the outdoors in this video, because it's, like I said, a swamp down here. So, I mean, yeah, other than the usual, I've been working. I work 5 days a week, full-time job, 8 hours a day. So that's fun. I don't have any air conditioning in the place that I work at, so coming home in the afternoons and staying inside is just about all I want to do, which is kind of sad because I absolutely love trees and I love the outdoors. I love the nature around me, and I just sort of miss it a little bit because it's 100 at work and then it's 100 in my car, and then by the time I get home I just want to shower and go to bed. So but like I said, at this time of night I try and take advantage of the outdoors if I can. But other than working, I've been working on some art prints, which I'll show you later in this video, for the Tomato Festival in Nashville coming up soon. I was making some like covers for CD cases last night, which I will probably also show you in this video. I've just been watching a lot of movies, watching a lot of like older medieval kind of movies. I checked out Willow from the library recently, which is a cute little sort of fantasy movie. I didn't finish it though, actually. And then I had The Neverending Story, and I started it, also didn't finish it, but that's just like the vibe I've been going for recently. So I've been doing some more medieval kind of art stuff, and like I said, I'll show you this video, but been working, doing art, and doing a lot of reading. I've been going to a lot of yoga classes as well, but that I won't show you that because nobody needs to see that, honestly. Not from me, anyway, from other people. But what I've been reading, I'm in the middle of 5 books. I think I have 4 in front of me, but that's because one of them is really a long haul book, and I just don't feel like sharing it anymore. That's still, what is the name of that book? It's by Mr. Murakami. The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle. I'm still reading that. I think I'm about halfway through it. I've been about halfway through it since January, February, March. I'm not sure. So that one is still up on my shelf with a bookmark in it. It's not going to be picked up anytime soon. But as of right now, I have started, and I'm really enjoying The Circus Train by Amita Parikh, I believe. Yes, Amita Parikh. And it's been really good. It's just a simple little historical fiction kind of deal. I got really into like the circus mood like a month ago and picked this up, and I'm still reading it, but it's not terribly long, and it's really easy to read. So I just am doing a lot, and so I haven't finished it, but I kind of would like to finish this one this weekend. That's why I'm telling you this. Anyway, can I stay on track? I would love to finish a couple of these books this weekend, so this is one of the ones I would like to finish this weekend. Skipping those two, this is the other one that I would like to finish this weekend that I am also incredibly very much enjoying. I have these little bookmarks with charms on them, and they're getting stuck in this table because it's like a lattice work table kind of. Anyway, and that's, you can't see, it's the Spellshop by Sarah Beth Durst. I've heard so many good things about this for so long, and I've had it on my shelf for quite a while. And I just recently picked it up, and it is the enjoyable time that you would hope it would be. So yeah, I'm really loving our main character. I can't even think, Keela. I think that's what I've been calling her, Keela. I've really been enjoying Keela, and I've really been enjoying Kaz. He reminds me a lot of Calcifer. And I love Calcifer. If you know anything about me, I love Calcifer. And so I love him. But yeah, this has just been a good little read so far. And yeah, so I'm hoping to finish that one this weekend as well. And then the other two that I'm reading, which I'm not really going to go in depth about, I'm reading book one of The Wheel of Time, The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. Big, thick, epic fantasy book with, I think, 15 books in the series. I'm doing a totally separate, I'm trying to do a totally separate vlog for like my reading of this book. So I won't say anything about that. You can look it up. People talk about that one a lot. And then last but not least, I am currently reading Guards by Terry Pratchett. I bought this book when I went to Chicago last month. I've always been interested in the Discworld series since Good Omens is one of my favorite books, which is co-written by Terry Pratchett. And so I've always been interested in seeing what he writes himself because I've never read any of his solo works. And I can tell that Terry is the reason that I like Good Omens. Like, he is the standout. This is like what I like about Good Omens is everything that's been in this book. So this is like it's the first book in the City Watch series, which is a series inside of the Discworld series. Also a very long series, but they're decent sized books and they're really fun to read. Or this one has been really fun, at least. But really enjoying that one too. This one sort of gives like Monty Python kind of vibes, which I really enjoy. I love that movie. So, and the Holy Grail, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. There's multiple Monty Pythons, but Monty Python and the Holy Grail, that's the vibe this gives. I've really been enjoying it. And then the other book that I have sitting out on this table is actually not a like book. It's sort of a book, but not a book. I was influenced actually, which is kind of rare for me, but I was influenced. And so I went to my bookstore and I picked up Puzzles and Perils. This is by Dr. Gareth Moore and Laura Jane Ayres, I believe. But it's just a fun little book. Let me see if I can show you. 1 second. It is just a fun little book of like puzzles. So you're reading along with this like journey, and it's like the fantastical quest that these characters are going on. And in order to get them like to the next point in their quest, you have to finish the puzzle that you're given. So some of them are a little bit more complicated than others. This one has been giving me a really hard time. I've been stuck on it for 24 hours. We're not going to talk about it. Some of them are pretty simple, but then there's a bunch of like Sudokus, but with letters, and then they usually spell something out in the diagonal. It's just been really fun. I've always been really into crosswords and things like that, just different puzzles and games. Just different written puzzles. I always have really liked the New York Times, but I think some of theirs for me can get a little convoluted and a bit complicated, and I don't love like wanting to die while I'm doing a puzzle. But these have been really fun, and just the addition of like the fantasy aspect and it being a story. I think the reason I gravitated towards this is because I've always been interested in the idea of like a roleplay game, but I don't think I have the capacity to play like Dungeons and Dragons, so it would have to be like a solo RPG, and I just haven't found one that I really like yet. But this was like the next best thing, so I've really been enjoying it. But yeah, so those are the things I've been doing, been reading, been doing, and the things that I'll be doing this weekend. So like I said, I'm going to bring you guys with me this weekend and just hang out and have a chill few days off work. I hope you're well and I hope you enjoy. So see you in a bit. Hi. Okay, so it's the exact same day, just a little later, like at night. Same day that I filmed the little intro clip to this vlog, and I was unsure if I was going to, this is the, sorry, let me put myself together. I'm working on my Lino block print right now for the Tomato Fest, and, I came down here to run like a test print of it because I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to print it tonight because I just did the first layer. It's only 2 colors. It's red and black. I only did the first layer last night and I was unsure if I wanted to do the second one tonight, just because it's warm down here because there's like not a lot of airflow. I've got a little dehumidifier right here, so I apologize if the that's making noise. I hope that this is fixing the problem. But anyway, I came down here to run a test, and it just went really well. So I figured I would bring you guys with me. So this is the like test print of the first 2 layers together. Obviously the alignment is not perfect, but it's just done, you know, with my hand and eye, no registration marks. So I love it. This is something that I love about printmaking, specifically like Lino block, is that you can really see the like human in each print. Like there is something so human about each one of them being a little different and a little messed up, and I absolutely love that. It's one of the things I love about specifically Lino printing. I think I screen print for work, and I think like with screen printing, you have a lot more like registration marks and like ways to make it perfect. And you can absolutely do linocut printing and make it perfect. I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't perfected the craft, and I don't think I ever will because I really love the imperfection part of it. But I think like I said, I screen print for work, so I love to come home and do this for fun and really get to screw it up a little bit. But anyway, I figured I'd bring you guys with me while I work on them a little bit tonight, and I'll show you guys some as I print them and bring you with me printing them. I probably won't talk a whole lot, but I will keep this on just in case I decide to say something. So anyway. I think this one specifically that I have a bit too much ink on my plate, so I think I got a bit too much ink on the block itself. So this one is probably going to be a little more filled in the places where it should be white. I think it's probably going to be a bit more filled in. So I might have to rinse off the block and then get back to it afterwards, but we'll see how this one looks. So I think that alignment was a little worse, but also these are just my first few. These lines will give me like a way to go in and see where I need to carve a little bit more off of this. Well, yeah, so here's how the first ones are looking. I definitely need to watch this a little bit more, but anyway, here we go. The alignment on these has kind of been not my greatest friend, but I'm making it work. I think they look alright. I'm happy with a couple of them so far. This is getting me back in like the swing of it. My friend who's getting married next year in the spring has asked me if I will do their wedding invitations. I'm so very excited to get to do that and be a part of their special day like that. It's kind of nerve-wracking though, so I'm glad that I'm getting to take this time to sort of like exercise those muscles, of like doing it again. But I'm very excited to do that. I found that this is one of the like forms of art that I really love, is printmaking for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but I love it a lot. Like I said, I think it goes back to the like human imperfection thing about it, that every print can really look different and unique, and you just have sort of like your own little piece of art from whatever artist has created it, and they're all unique. They're not exact photocopies of it. I just think that's such a special thing that's very unique to this kind of printmaking. I was also thinking about mentioning this. This is, I think, a pretty common technique in printmaking. I'm really not sure. I haven't done a whole lot of my own research on printmaking, but the couple of courses on it that I took in college, this was one of the like big things that we did. We had a big bucket of spoons. Had a big bucket of spoons, wooden spoons specifically, and that's what we used to help sort of like a flat surface to even out the pressure, ink distribution, and things. Ta-da! Do you guys think people will buy my tomato prints? I hope so. I don't know if I have fully explained this properly, but this is for the Tomato Art Festival. And part of the Tomato Art Fest is a art show, and so people make tomato art, and it's in a gallery for the weekend for the festival, and people can buy the art. They do like a gallery preview, and you can buy tickets to like get in and see the art early, which is really cool. I actually sold a piece last year, a Lino block print, the original piece, and then I did a bunch of like prints of it as well on smaller pieces of paper than the original print was on. The print was the same size, so it was like a printed replica, like by hand printed. One of them was on like a larger sheet of paper, and then I just sized down the sheet of paper, but it still fit inside, if that makes any sense at all. But yeah, anyway, I sold that last year, and I sold all of the prints that went with it. So I was excited about that last year and encouraged. So anyway, when I say, do you think people will buy my tomato art, I'm selling this art. Oh no, I have ink all over my hand. It's okay. Good thing I'm wearing black pants. Ah. Do you think I can do ink rolling ASMR? We might try. Did we get that? Maybe. right. Hello. It is the next day. It's a little after 1 o'clock on Friday, I believe. Yes. I filmed a couple little clips this morning that I think you've already seen. I woke up, had a chill morning. I got ready and went to my favorite local coffee shop that I never get to go to because they're not open on the weekends. And they open at 7 and close at 2 during the week. And I work at 8, which doesn't, and it's like out of my way, so it doesn't make sense for me to be able to go and get to work, and then I can't get there after work. So anyway, I never get to go. So I went this morning and had a delicious little banana latte. It was really good. It was like banana syrup in a latte and then cold foam. And I think they said crushed vanilla wafers on top, I believe. But it was really good. I'm not normally a fan of banana stuff, but they know what they're doing with seasonal drinks, so I trust them with my life. And then I ran to my local like art supply store and got a couple things that I need and things that I don't need, of course, because how can I not? And I get a discount because I'm a member. So anyway, but what I'm about to do is sit down, and I checked out Over the Garden Wall from the library. I've only ever watched like the first 2 episodes of this, so I'm just going to sit down and probably watch all of it today because I'm pretty sure they're like shorter episodes. But so I got that from the library, and so I'm going to sit and watch that. And I got this smaller, little tiny 4x5 Lino block. So I'm going to sit and transfer one of the designs that I have onto it and sit here and carve it while I watch that. Just having a cozy little day. Sat at the coffee shop and read for a little bit before I moved along. And I think I'm a little over halfway through the Spellshop now. Still really enjoying it. It's just a book that I could feel that I want to keep reading. Like I keep thinking about it and I'm enjoying my time while I read it, which is not like abnormal, but not all books do that for me. But this one is absolutely doing it. I will say I'm, for as smart as she seems, and maybe it's because she is so like book smart, Keela is absolutely killing me with the like common sense factor. The fact that she cannot wrap her head around the fact that Loran, I keep saying Loran. The fact that she can't wrap her head around the fact that Loran might like her. I mean, I understand you, girl, but she's driving me insane with it a little bit because let's just think about it for a second. Kaz is literally sitting here saying Loran believes you are the answer to every question. What could that mean? What else could that mean? But whatever. Also keep forgetting that she's like purple or blue. And so I keep like thinking she's a human and envisioning her as human, and then something gets brought up about her skin. And I'm going, what? And then I remember, yes. Also really hope that this cactus and Kaz are able to become friends, because something about him running around going wee as he does like everything is really making me happy. Also love the tree ghosts. Felt very like Lord of the Rings Treebeard type vibe. Anyway, really enjoying that. That's about where I am in this book. Yeah, gonna chill out with Over the Garden Wall, carving my block, and with my vanilla cream soda in my skull mug. I went to Universal for the first time in December, and I tried butterbeer, and I love that, unfortunately. But this, honestly, is the exact same thing. So I've been absolutely living my 3 broomsticks life here in Tennessee. Anyway, that's what we're doing today. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you later. good friends. It is quite a bit later in the day now. I finished carving my lino block, which I showed you a little bit of. I don't think I'm going to film myself printing it today. I think I might do the first layer tonight, but the second layer is always more exciting, so I think I might just leave you guys out of that because I think you might have gotten enough printing content yesterday. Anyway, so I finished that. I'm actually really proud of it. Usually when I try and do like a border on something, I can't get like a good symmetrical or like clean line on any of them, but I'm really happy with this. It feels very like Celtic medieval kind of vibes. So I'm just really happy with that. And I hope you guys enjoy seeing the carving process. I liked watching it back. It's fun, like seeing the sort of time lapse of it. I really like that. Anyway, not much else done today. I watched about 7 episodes of Over the Garden Wall. 7, I think it was like the first 7 episodes. So maybe I will finish that up tonight. It has been getting darker outside, like maybe it might rain, so that could be a good little spooky mood for the rest of it. Or hear me out, I have not finished the Spellshop. I am still working on that and I haven't read any of it today, so I might, other than this morning, so that could be a cozy time to sit down and read. But yeah, anyway, just sort of wanted to update you guys on what I've gotten done today. That's pretty much it. So I don't know if I'll film any more tonight. If I don't, I will see you tomorrow. But if I do, then I'll see you later. Either way, see you the next time I check in. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me carve. I had fun doing it, so till next time. Hello and good day. I am back. It is a couple days later. I didn't really film anything yesterday. July 3rd. Yesterday was my mom's birthday, so we sort of just hung out all day yesterday and did breakfast, and then we went to a little like festival thing for, I think it was like technically for the 4th of July, but we just went to hang out. Food trucks and things, so that was very fun. I just wanted to give you guys a little update on what I've been doing. One of the things we did yesterday, we went to a little antique store, and I just want to show you guys a couple of the very exciting and fun things that I got. Oh, I forgot to grab one of them. Okay, very small little antique haul. I definitely went not really Renaissance. I'll show you. So first, I never thought I would find this. I found the CD of the Smashing Pumpkins Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. It is so cool. It's got 2 CD books inside and just like all sorts of illustrations with the songs and stuff. So cool. So I'm so excited to listen to that. I absolutely love that album. And I canceled Spotify like back in October, so I've been on the physical media grind. So I'm really excited to have that one. And then the other thing that I got was this handmade, or I say handmade, I'm pretty sure, I mean, yeah, I guess it would be handmade. This goblet from the Ren Fair in 1994. It has this unicorn on the front of it, and it says Renaissance 1994. which I thought was so cool. So those are my two little antique store purchases that I just wanted to show you guys. Also, I talked about, speaking of CDs and physical media, I talked the other day about making CD cases. I think I did. If I didn't, I've been making CD cases for CDs that I burn myself. Don't tell anybody. Just like playlists and things so that I can keep those. Because sometimes every now and then you don't just want to listen to an album. So I just wanted to show you guys a couple of them. This is one for Twin Peaks, the band. Such a cool band. I absolutely love them. I made this Draco Talk one the other night because I do have a Draco Talk playlist. So that's for that. Little jewels and the moon and just different dark things on that one. And then I have one for Greta Van Fleet. This one specifically is like for all of their songs that are just on YouTube and like unreleased. So that is that CD. And then I have, this one is sort of like a fall one for me. I just have this little half apple design, really cool. And then I don't think that I love the Holdovers, the movie. I don't think that soundtrack is available for purchase on CD, so I made my own, obviously. So I made just a little Holdovers one the other night. Such a good movie. If you've never seen it before, it is genuinely so good. But yeah, so those are my little CD covers that I've been making, and I love doing this. It's such a fun little hobby that I've started, and I've always liked collages, but I've never really had a reason to make a collage, and so these give me a reason. And then last but not least, I think, well, let me just give you a quick Spellshop update. I'm like 3/4 of the way through the book. I'm really hoping to finish it today. I'm really loving the book. Yeah, I just really like it. It is so cozy and so fun and such a fun thing to read just in the afternoon, and I love it, and it's giving me all the vibes. I love it. But last but not least, as I was saying, I wanted to show you, this is the first layer of the prints I was working on the other night. So this is the first layer of red, and then the next layer is going to be in black, and it'll be everything except the tomatoes. So obviously I will show you those when I do the second layer, but I believe my camera's about to die. So I just wanted to check in with you, and I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll give you more updates. So bye. Good afternoon, my friends. It is the final day of my weekend. So sad, but I am very grateful that I had these 4 days to sort of pull myself back together and like feel like me a little bit. Work really can take it out of me sometimes. I love my job, but work can really take it out of me, and I don't feel like myself sometimes during the week. So I wanted to hop back in and give you guys a little last update. So what were my goals this weekend? What were my goals? I wanted to work on my prints, and I wanted to finish the circus train. Hopefully work on some of these and finish the Spellshop. Do we think that I accomplished any of my goals? Okay. I mean, you could have said yes and been nice, but obviously it's fine. We have a bookmark. We have a loose bookmark. We know what that means. That means that I did, in fact, finish a book. I finished The Spellshop by Miss Sarah Beth Durst. I loved it. I really did. I think I knew I was going to. I think I've mentioned before, I absolutely adored Legends and Lattes, which I know is by a different author, but I adored that book, and I have found that cozy fantasy is just something that I love. I just love it. I was thinking about it while I was reading that I think my whole reasoning behind really liking cozy fantasy is it, to me, feels like what living in the Shire would be like. Because we don't actually like get a lot of living in Hobbiton and like living in a hobbit hole and, you know, being with Bilbo and like spending time in the Shire. We don't get that in the books or the movies, other than just a little bit. But I feel like cozy fantasy, living in a small village where everyone knows each other and you're all close knit and like everybody has their role, I feel like it very much like is the Shire. And that's just what cozy fantasy is for me. So adding this to my list of cozy fantasies that I love. I really haven't read many other cozy fantasies other than Legends and Lattes. I read Can't Spell Treason Without Tea. And I will say it was not my favorite. I do think I'm still going to read the next one. I know those have been out for a while, but I do think I'm still going to read the next one. But that one was not really my cup of tea. But I don't really know what it was about it. It's not my favorite. But this one and Legends and Lattes, I mean, man, they're just good. They are just that good. So obviously really liked this. Was very happy to wrap that up this weekend and get one book off my plate. I was so sad to finish it, but I've still got, not counting that one, that's a puzzle book. I still got these 3 that I'm working on. I have a feeling that either Guards or The Circus Train will be my next one that I'll be finished with, but that's just my guess. But anyway, always sad to wrap up a book that you're really enjoying, but I'm happy to have more time to focus on these other ones now because I feel like I've been neglecting them quite a bit because I've been enjoying this one so much. That's really the only other update I have for you guys. I'm still working on those prints. I'll probably show you in maybe next vlog the finished products. I have submitted my work to the Tomato Festival, so I will be hearing back from them shortly. Thank you guys for spending the weekend with me. Little sad that I didn't accomplish more, but what did I do? I read a great book. I worked on some prints. I made some art. And I watched a beautiful little show. A beautiful little children's show. It was so good. Such a good weekend. And I got a coffee today. And another day. And another day. So I really don't know what I have to complain about. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you back again sometime. I think, like I've said before, I just really enjoy making these videos, and so whether people watch them or not, it doesn't really matter to me. But if you are here and you're watching and you're enjoying, I'm so happy to have you. And I hope you keep coming back to just hang out with me in my little oddball, cozy, chaotic life. Yeah. So until next time.